day 2 of here at Camden, Missouri. Just kind of walking down this back side of this draw here, seeing what's in here. We've got a white oak I just cut right up there on top of the hill. It's a pretty interesting timber stand, really, to see the white oak, the chinkapin, and the bur oak all mixed together. And some of you guys asking about the I've had some people ask me about the chinkapin oak, which is odd, but I mean, different parts of the country have different species of timber. I know that. That's something I've learned over the years, but here's a good example of your leaves of your white oak and your chinkapin. There, of course, see more of the rounded lobes there. And here a while back, someone was asking about the post oak. And if there was any post oak up here, I could pick up some leaves and show you the difference on the post oak as well, but I'm not seeing any post oak here. There's a little walnut right there. See, the property line just right over here, not too far. So we gotta really pay attention where we're at and where we're falling things. Not a real big walnut, but he'll sure do. He'll sure do. I thought there might be some good timber down this draw, but it's all pretty young stuff. The guys are back over on the other side. Kenny's over there on the other ridge working. John's over there dragging, which it's nice when, you know, Kenny and I can both cut, then John can drag. It really speeds things up. Got 2 guys cutting. Mikey, he's at home. He was supposed to come up with this, and then yesterday morning he texted me about the time I was getting up to leave. I usually get up and go have coffee before I start the day. I like to drink coffee with my dad. And Mikey texted me, said he was just getting in, so he'd been out all night doing Lord knows what, so he didn't make it up with us. Anyway, I'm going to grab my saw here, and we'll cut this walnut. We're going to work on down the ridge, kind of tie back into where we finished off yesterday. Little one going out there. Good size chinkapin here. We'll dust off the top. Now, people often ask about how we cut these trees. I don't use a hinge. I probably should a lot of times, and I'm not knocking people who do or knocking people who don't. I've said it in a lot of videos. I'll be the last person to ever, you know, critique anyone on their cutting styles or if they're wearing their chaps or hard hat. I mean, to me, that's all personal choice, and I think the world would be a lot better place if people would kind of keep their nose out of other people's business. I mean, it's all about choice. But anyway, on a spur cutting, or some people we just call it bore cutting them, spur cutting them, I try to cut every tree I can like that. It's where I feel at home. It's where I'm comfortable. You know, like on this tree here, let me think back to how I come. I think I punched in right here with the saw, bored straight in. And of course, you can kind of see the tracks on the saw here. We probably come right in here to the heart. Always try to get your heartwood cut out. I come around, then I went straight across, left this spur here hold, come to the other side. Then I come around like so, and got everything cut out here, come straight through, punched out here to where I had these 3 spurs holding, which this oak had a pretty mean lean to it in the top. So clip this spur first, come back, clip this one. When I did it, let go, and actually you can see a little bit of fiber pull here in the corner. Nothing bad, didn't hurt it, which and I like this style for a couple of reasons. It's a clean stump. The butt of the log is clean, the stump's clean. I think it leaves things just nice and neat and clean, and I like that. like I said, I'll be the last person to ever critique someone on how they cut or their style, or what saws they use to cut with, if they wear chaps or a hard hat. It's just logger threads. Like I said, I think the world would be a better place if people kind of keep their nose to themselves and not other people's stuff. Anyway, John, I'm out of gas. Luckily, I've got several trees down both sides of this ridge here cut where I've been working this morning. John's going to come back with the gas and oil, kind of give me a little breather here for a minute. Then I've got some more white oak and a few bur oak to cut down here on the lower end, a couple walnut down there. Then after I get this kind of cut out here, I'm going to go clear to the back of the other side of the property here, and we're going to cut some walnut through there. Like I said, I don't know if we'll get done today or not. Kenny was thinking we would, but it's going to be a push. It really is. So we'll see what we can get done here. Short body things, but they're pretty good quality. Got a little size to them. Oh man, that last one I cut off Doty in the top. Dadgummit. That's a shame. That was a real tree, I thought. I'm out of gas. John said Kenny was out of gas, so we're completely out of gas, which it's getting close enough to lunch. We can go ahead and take a early lunch right now, almost 11 o'clock. This is a good little thinning on this timber. I'm very happy with how the layout is. You can see some old stumps of here where it was cut years and years ago. Walnut and oak both. Whew. John's leaving me in the dust. We're gonna cheat and take a shortcut. We're going up the hill. I've got Dad at Collins, Missouri today looking at timber. I've been on the phone with him off and on all morning, just trying to get that coordinated. Tomorrow I've got to be up at St. Joe to look at timber, Cleveland, Missouri to look at timber, and possibly stop in by the airport somewhere to look at some timber. So we got a full day tomorrow. Prime example of a bur oak and a chinkapin going together. Get them one step off the ground here in a minute. There he goes. Get him up in the air. Now I think we've got one or two more cut down in here. Then we'll head out. I guess Kenny, we were talking at lunch, I guess he was cutting some pretty good walnut before we took lunch over up another draw. Which the more we talked, the more I do not think we're going to finish this today. I've still got several on the ground ahead of John dragging. A little walnut right there I got on the ground. And I thought There's a couple more good oaks down here. Maybe I'm crazy. That's not him. Deep old washout. The part of Missouri I'm from, we don't have to worry about that because there's so much rock in the ground. It's all limestone back home or up here. I don't know if some of these folks up here know what rock is. They sure know what good black dirt is, though. And that's something we do not have hardly any of back in southwest Missouri. Well, I guess maybe that was it. Now we got to pack this thing all the way back out. Well, that's another job in the books. Pretty good bunch of logs, I think 81 pieces in all. Not a bad bunch. Not a bad bunch at all. We're headed in for the day. Oh. And in the morning, we're going to buck these up and lay them out. Then I've got a full day of running tomorrow. Full day of running Sunday. Monday, Tuesday. More torrential flooding, so that's not good. But our next job should be at Odessa, Missouri. That's where I'm going to try to get stuff moved to next. Just on the other side of the river. We keep jumping back and forth across the river. So, some pretty good walnut on it. I'm pretty excited about cutting it. Got some trees with some size to them. See you tomorrow, guys. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.